Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Holder Drugs, serving you since 1952. I was here then, but I was pretty young. You see the beauty in front of me, and you know that we have a lot to talk about today. This is Rose and Ben. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Rosie, how are you today?
I am just great. It's great to be down here at Holders where all the fun is.
It is, it is. Now, we did have a table full of guys who were, getting the United States squared around and what the Trump needs to do and so on. But they ran out of material, so we don't have them with us. But we have beautiful women. We have beautiful weather, although it's going to be a little bit warm today. But, I mean, why wouldn't it be? It's July in northwest Oklahoma, right?
Yes, and it's really not as bad as it could be.
Well, I said that a lot when I was married. Yeah, that's exactly right, Rosie. So Rosie, you had a list of things, wonderful things that are happening in northwest Oklahoma. And then you said, I'm going to invite these ladies to talk about it. And beyond them, I don't know. I know this one's mama. And that's the extent of my knowledge here. So you want to dig into this red hen thing?
I do. We're lucky to have these two ladies. And, I've got to say nice things about the Little Red Hens Club. They're taking over where we old people are worn out and tired. So we're really glad to have you here today. This is Bailey Hayda.
Hello.
And this is Tabitha Ward.
Hello.
They are going to talk to us about the Red Hen festivities that are going to take place on the 4th of July. Alva I'm from Hartner, and Hartner used to be the only place that you could go, but Alva's kind of picked up the, whatever it is, and they're starting to do some things. So which one of you can I start off with to tell us what's going to happen?
I think
it's going to be Bailey. All right, Bailey, tell us what are some of the things that the Little Red Hens have planned.
Okay, so this year we're doing something a little bit different, and we are hosting a 4th of July parade that's going to be around the downtown square starting at 11:30. You can join us if you have a cool car, if you want to walk the parade, your bicycle, a side-by-side, a four-wheeler, whatever you want to put in the parade, we'll take. We're going to line up at Marshall Funeral Home a little bit before 11:30 and then do the parade around the downtown square. When the parade is finished, we're hosting a free hot dog feed for everyone in Alva or surrounding towns that want to come at Marshall Funeral Home, and that will start right after the parade ends. And one more thing real quick that we just got, it's a surprise. We haven't told anybody yet. Breaking news here. Dream First has come in with us, and they're actually going to give away cookies at the hot dog feed as well for free. So you'll get a hot dog, a drink, and a cookie from Dream First.
Wow, and that's going to be over there in the Marshall's parking lot?
Yes.
Okay, who's cooking those hot dogs?
I'm pretty sure the Rowdy Rangers are cooking the hot dogs for us this year. They're really good. We give them a call anytime we need something cooked, and they're right there to help us every single time.
Oh, that's great. So as soon as the parade is over, and what time's the parade?
11:30.
Okay, and then we'll go right back to Marshall's, and we'll have hot dogs and cookies. All right, and
free.
That's even better.
Yes.
Okay, after we have eaten, then what happens?
That's all we've got.
Oh,
That's all the hens have planned. But there is things in the afternoon.
Okay, well, can you tell us about what they are? Which one of you can do that?
Did you say cookies? We have cookies?
Yeah.
Free cookies?
Free cookies.
That's at the Marshall thing?
Yes.
Bill was here just a few minutes ago. We could have had him vocalize just how thrilled he is to be given cookies. You what?
Tabitha knows some other things that are happening after that.
Tabitha knows stuff, right, Tabitha?
A few things. We know that the pool will open at 1 o'clock, and there's also a concert and some things happening down at the rec center before the fireworks start.
And the fireworks are kind of generally in the area of the rec center?
Yes. And the Rotary is hosting the stuff down there.
Big stuff. Big stuff. So parade will meet at Marshall's and then do the square like we do?
Yes.
So if we're set up here out in front of Holders, we should get a pretty good shot of the parade, right?
Should be a great view.
Okay, that's what Rosie and I like. Rosie, are you going to come help me, or are you going to decorate the four-wheeler?
I can't decide. I don't know. I'll make that big decision tomorrow.
Okay, I don't want to press you. I don't want to press you. You what?
I think she should be in the parade, and she should live stream it from the parade.
Wow, we might have exceeded our technical capabilities, but you know what? You have a great idea. We did a thing with Don and Donnie at the Little Sahara State Park, and this is a few months ago. They had two-wheelers racing, motorcycles racing on the dunes, and for their internet stuff, they put GoPros on their helmets, and it's incredible. Rosie with a you wouldn't have to have the helmet, actually. We could just strap the darn thing to your forehead.
What was it you said? Go what?
That's a little camera. Yeah, it's a great look, Rose. Trust me on this.
I think we ought to do that.
Okay, all right, okay. Consider it done. Can you decorate can we get somebody to decorate the four-wheeler? Can we get any help?
It's pretty short notice. This is Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Pretty short notice even for us.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. We'll have to see what we can do.
Okay, all right.
Maybe just a bow is all it needs.
Yeah.
Maybe. You've done that before and jumped out of the cake like that at a couple of the moose parties. Yeah, we could do that again, Rose, no doubt about it. So does that wrap it up for you?
I think so.
Okay, there's no way that this baby could go wrong because it's all planned, it's in the works, and we're ready to launch. We're at Holder Drug. Now let me tell you what we're doing here. You'll have to trust me on this too, because you can't see it in the camera shot, but there is a beautiful 5-burner grill right over here. And we're going to give that thing away. It's Sally's, and we're going to give that away after this show. This show is from 11 till noon. So ladies, we're going to excuse you and thank you for all that you do for Alva, Northwest Oklahoma.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. We're going to pause for a commercial. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Rose and Ben on KALV.
Beatles New Beginnings Nursing Center is proud to offer comprehensive care solutions for those who matter most. From rehabilitation and palliative care to skilled nursing and long-term care, Beatles is committed to providing comfort, dignity, and peace of mind. Now, with a second location, the Beatles family continues its long-standing tradition of excellence, serving the people of Northwest Oklahoma with the same compassion and dedication they've been known for. Come by and see them at 720 North Share Boulevard in Alva. Beatles New Beginnings Nursing Center, your care, your comfort, your community.
This is Rose and Ben on KALV.
Welcome back to Holder Drug. It's a beautiful day, but it doesn't make any difference because we're indoors. It's always beautiful in here. So those girls, the Little Red Hens representatives, are off to work on the parade, and we have brought in a guest that, Rosie, you're not really aware of because I didn't really get a chance for us to chat, so we'll both learn about this thing. But I went to Medicine Lodge day before yesterday to a presentation from a Kansas State Department of Commerce up there in the echelons of the order, did a presentation on a data center that's coming. Do you say data or data?
I say data.
Okay, I'm with you.
But we're from South Central Kansas and North Central Oklahoma, and we have our own language.
Okay. This is Deb Kolb. I went up to this presentation and got a lot of information. You know, we have had talk of a data center in this area also, and it brings up tons of questions. Well, Deb's not here to answer those questions. I went up to her after this presentation and I said, we do this show, and I explained you, and of course she was aware of you because, I mean, everybody knew John Wayne, Elvis Presley, and everybody knows, oh yeah, Rose, yeah, okay, but I'll do anything Rose wants, yeah, I'll be there. So that's where we are. But your title is United something.
Right. I'm the executive director of Barber County United. That is a nonprofit quality of life focused organization for the residents of Barber County. And we've been in existence since 2018. We really do a lot around the county. I'm excited for you guys to learn about it because we're neighbors.
We are, and we're all in it together.
Mm-hmm. We are all in it together. And then on top of that, I am also on the board of the Medicine Lodge Peace Treaty Association, which is a historical preservation organization that's been in existence since 1917. And since 1927, we have been solely with volunteers and locally raised money, producing the Peace Treaty Pageant historical reenactment. The first one in 1927. Our next one next year in 2027 will be 100 years of pageant reenactments. And so I have a lot of things that we can visit about, Rosie.
Oh, that's fantastic. Is Earl Kuhn still up there working on the pageant?
He is. He sure is. And Earl spent many decades with the pageant, and his wife Kay as well. And then they also were just integral in building up our ranch rodeo and the rodeo arena. So yeah, they are.
Oh, he's still working in community.
He is still in the community. He's kind of retired from some of that and passed a lot. That it can get to be hard work. So he's kind of handed it down to some other people, but they are gems.
Does he still have an art shop?
He does. He does. He still has his art gallery, the Sagebrush Art Gallery. It is on Kansas Street, just a half a block off of Main Street. And his work is recognizable nationwide.
Hey, tell me, I probably have 6 paintings hanging on my wall.
Yep.
So, Rosie, I'm going up to that meeting in Medicine Lodge. You know, we forget that, or I forget, that Medicine Lodge is about this far away. I mean, it's not like, we're going to Enid or somewhere. Yeah, but we do go to another state. So anyway, I'm taking that well-worn trip through Hartner. You know where you turn right at Hartner to head off east. There is a flag there. I took a picture of it that covers that building. What is that? A 3-story building? It's gorgeous.
That's the old Banks building. And yes, I saw that flag. It's huge. It's brand new.
It is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It is. It every time you drive by there, it just gets you in the feels, and it is only 15 miles from Alva. I mean, it is worth it just to go up there. They've got some amazing murals, veteran-inspired murals in Hartner that you'd pass as well. But I'm telling you, that flag is quite a heartwarming experience when you notice it for the first time. It literally is hung from the roof of the building, and it drapes all the way to the ground, and it is it's what it is to be a Kansan and to love America.
I think Sid Sterling has a big part of that. She runs your place, and she's from the Sterling family, and they still are quite patriotic. Her dad was very.
So I turn right at the flag, but I want to go back to the flag. As I'm coming back, the sun is setting, and so I get a couple of pictures of the flag. So I pull over to the side of the street there. I'm taking a picture. Somebody pulls in behind me. They get out with their stuff. They start. So then we talk. Somebody pulls in behind them. So 3 cars of us are one car's from Missouri, and I'm headed back to Oklahoma. And the other person then who I didn't get a name is the tour guide, and we're there, from there. So we're learning all about that area. And so we turn, and we're directed to a mural that looks like a brand new mural. It has to be pretty new. I mean, there's not a scratch on it.
No, it's a beautiful mural. And I wish I could say that I knew exactly when it was installed, but it is within a couple of years old. But it is really an inspiring. I mean, it's a cool mural.
It is. So So it looks like that we want Deb to talk about the data center that's coming to. I don't even know where if it happens, where will it be put?
Right. So I am not involved in
Got it.
the data center or the conversations about it. However, I have been attending the community meetings because I am intensely interested. So the data center location is just north and to the west a little bit of the town of Sharon.
So I'm listening to, I mean, these things are so complex. I mean, they just have to be. There's just so many moving parts that it brings out a ton of questions in the community, and from all different points of view. And so the guy with the Commerce Department is really well schooled, and he's answering the questions and so I'm having this picture painted in my mind. So I'll ask you, not as an expert, but did I just hear it right? This thing is big.
It's huge. It's a mega center.
Yeah, which is not a slang term. It turns out, Rosie, that the data center people categorize in 3 areas of centers. This is the top one. So the small one is I can't remember.
Didn't he? I want to say that he compared the smallest ones to like a cargo container, fairly small.
Yep.
I mean, we learned a lot about data centers that are different even than what's coming in. So he had a lot of information.
Oh, for sure.
I have a question. Is this a given for sure?
I do not believe so.
No, a bunch of stuff has to come together. And this is one of the things he was very, not strict about, but this is really the way it is. Yeah, adamant. Good word. Good word. I'm overmatched here, as you can see, but we'll continue on. 2 teachers and I. Woo. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Wait a minute. Hang on. One of the things he was very adamant about was to say and say again, nothing is done until it's done. You can talk about all the things you want to do, and we'd like to have this, and we don't want that. At some point, there is a paper that comes out from that everybody involved has to sign off on, or not, and that's when it would become final. So it's way, way, way in the planning stages. However, the company that is projected to bring it is a fairly recognizable company, Google.
That is correct.
So, the wherewithal is there. So, Deb, let's go back quickly to your deal, because I was talking to my friend, Mr. Goodnow, who says, "Oh yeah, you're going to have her on. She's a get her done girl," is what he said. So, what are you getting done up there?
Well, so I am excited to share with you some of the things that we're doing around Medicine Lodge, but around Barber County as a whole. I do want to make sure that we touch base on Peace Treaty. It is it's the longest running historical organization in the state of Kansas. And the best that we can figure out with using our access to Google is that it's the second oldest continually running one in the country. There is one in the state of California that has been running 2 years longer, but pretty significant. It's still put on by a cast of thousands. The full livestock, covered wagons, gunfights, hanging. We got to hang a guy when you're from the Wild West. But the 100 years of pageants is next year in 2027. So that's my side gig, being in Peace Treaty Association. Barber County United is what I do.
Everybody needs to go to that peace treaty every 2 or 3 years.
It is true. You should experience it once in your life, and everybody from this area for sure should experience once in your life. However, you've got to know that we've got some great things in store for our 100 years. I mean, that's quite a remarkable, a century of pageants is quite a remarkable milestone. And so we're really anticipating 2027 to be fantastic.
Can you tell us, give any sneak previews?
I think the best that I can say is, I mean, we always put on a top-notch, top-level production and entire weekend. I would expect everything to just be bigger. Everything to be bigger, and we're very intentional with our planning to really consider the guest experience or the attendee experience, as well as our own community. It takes every single person in the community. We don't even have school on Thursday and Friday because all the kids are so busy either being in the pageant or helping us get ready.
A lot of area schools take their kids to that too. It's very educational, and it should be done that way.
That is correct. That is correct. Friday, we kind of call Friday, the Friday performance, our school day. As a matter of fact, it happens even a little bit earlier in the day than the Saturday and Sunday performances, so that we can be more accommodating for what time the average school bus can arrive, because they have to leave to get back. And so when the kids come, they get to experience some of the parade, and the pageant parade is spectacular. I mean, compared to other big parades in the state. And so most schools can catch some of the parade. They can get to the stockade and usually have their sack lunches there, and then out to the reenactment before they have to leave. And we encourage all of the schools, and if any schools, I should probably grab the teachers that were just here. We want to make sure that you're engaging with us, because we put together a packet that they can do some learning ahead of time. And we also like to, for the kids while they are there, a bit of a learning scavenger hunt type, but it's more with what you learn. You know, it's not finding something in particular, but the whole town, welcomes everybody. And for the 100th year and all of the reunions that will be happening, I mean, we anticipate upwards of 10,000 people to be in attendance.
That's really exciting. The 100th year, my.
I was pretty young at the first one. I barely remember it, but I'm going to pay attention at this one for sure. Something is on my mind that I have to get rid of, so I have to tell you, or it'll just be there. You were talking about the gunfight and how realistic they are. So there is an event in Hennessy, Oklahoma, called Pat Hennessy Days. A guy named Pat Hennessy started the town. So I'm doing a promotion up there that this is 25 years ago, and had worked with the town, and so I'm a part of the thing. But I don't know anything about the gunfight. They did that in committee, So I'm down on the square where I'm supposed to be. Everything's empty. It's the beginning of the thing, and they the gunfighters come up the street. Well, the guy that had introduced me to everybody is one of the gunfighters, and he goes, "Benny, come go with us. We're going to have a little meeting about what we're going to do in the gunfight." Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I'm with them, and so they start walking. So I start walking with them. I mean, the people that I'm going to be in this meeting with are walking, so I'm walking with them. Then all these guys appear at the rooftops, and it opens up, man. And I'm telling you, these are real guns. They just don't happen to have the little projectiles in it, but they got the sounds. Right. So there's like 15 guys around me firing, and about 20 guys up there and gals firing all kinds of stuff. I did the rest of the day and the rodeo and the parade, could not hear it thunder. I mean,
it's true.
And realistic. Wow.
Very realistic. And the peace treaty weekend involves, of course, the pageant reenactment, which the pageant reenactment has been going on for 100 years, and it tells basically 300 years of the settling of the plains of the country, not just Medicine Lodge history. It involves Coronado coming up and coming through, and the pioneers coming across. A true Longhorn cattle drive takes place, horseback. The covered wagons, dozens of covered wagons that are drawn by real teams, by real people. They're in the parade, but they're also in the pageant, and they circle in. And a lot of people don't really realize, because it's a live performance and it's live narrated, but the wagon drivers actually, just like they would have at the time, unhitch their horses to bring them inside the circle for safety, and then rehitch them. That's all part of the show, and it's just definitely something that you will not see anywhere else. Another very remarkable piece of it is it is commemorating the fact that the Treaty of 1867, the Medicine Lodge Treaty of 1867, through the United States government and 5 Plains tribes, took place just south of Medicine Lodge, and that's the actual commemoration.
That's what I wondered. How many tribes were there?
There were 5 tribes at the treaty,
Okay.
and those 5 tribes all are still involved in the pageant. They all still have lineage playing the roles of the people that were involved in the signing are in the pageant. They are on. We have a beautiful powwow grounds at Memorial Peace Park, and they are involved in the powwows. Take place annually, and the 5 tribes are all represented and all help on the powwow committee and putting on the annual powwow. And so that is just almost one of those. You almost feel like it's a very rare opportunity that you're involved in that.
Yes.
And invited to that. And one of the things about our powwow, so it's on Memorial Peace Park, and so they all come in equally. They all come in interested and wanting to continue their story and recognize that we all have we were all there, and everybody's story is equally as important.
Is that where the actual signing was on that piece of property?
It's not quite.
Okay.
But it is very close. And the Memorial Peace Park is a historic landmark.
Okay.
But it is in the vicinity. It's actually on private property, but it's very close. It's very close. This property actually came into an existence because of the cliffs. It's a natural amphitheater. And so that's kind of how Memorial Peace Park came to be. But Memorial Peace Park is the national, or is the historic landmark, yes.
This is Deb Kolb. That is Rosie. I'm Ben, and this is Rose and Ben on the Radio Rodeo. It doesn't have anything to do with rodeo, but maybe someday it will. Someday maybe it will. Deb, 15 or 20 more questions. So you're gonna have to come back and join us another time. We will be involved. I hope we usually are with Barber County Fair and Rodeo coming up.
Right.
So Mr. Schlegel, I would assume, is the head man of the rodeo thingy. I think.
I think so.
So I'll be talking with him, and we get involved. That is such a big deal.
It is.
I love the thing on Thursday evening where they cook and everybody gets together because it's a fair and a rodeo. So about 3/4 of the people are contestants or show people, and they're about to go to work. But on Thursday evening, they have the sit down, and everybody gets to visit. And so we'll kick. That's July 23rd, I'm pretty sure. We'll tell you as we get closer, but I'm pretty sure that's when it is. And then, of course, it goes on through the weekend with the fair and the rodeo. So you got that going for you. and the stuff that you talked about. And then you're going to get closer and closer to having to say yes or no. Those people are in your community.
I think they're very close to needing to make that decision, yes.
And I will pass along to anybody that's listening or watching us that the data center thing is not going to go away. They're going to be looking and so on. And what the gentleman said that made so much sense to me was, rather than, and he didn't say this is what I heard. He said, rather than you be in total judgment, get together and decide what you want in your community. What do you want your kids to see this community look like in 20 years? And make sure that the people that you're going to have to do business with, if you do, know the things that you want and how to go forward. Did I hear right?
That's how, yes, that's how I took his presentation as well.
So wherever this is, I mean, he had the numbers of data centers in every state. I mean, it's a remarkable, incredible number.
It is an incredible number. And I mean, there are states who very intentionally have a lot of them in place. He explained that. But he also was pretty, I thought, informative about the fact that a lot of our data for security purposes, has to be on the continent or in the country. I mean, has to be in the United States. Something I didn't realize was that Kansas is, he mentioned that Kansas is late to the game. You know, some of the other states had been
Oklahoma
doing it for years. Yeah. It's just, it is I will just say that it really is an emotionally divisive topic.
It is. It's charged too. I mean, everybody's enthusiastic one way or the other.
That's correct. And yes, that is correct.
Deb, thank you for joining us so much on Rose a Bit. Rose, do you know any more now than when we met Deb, or it's a good thing?
Yes, I know quite a bit more. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I would really love to come back, or not just me. I mean, Barber County United, we would like to talk about the things that we do, because we do impact the wellness of people around us, which includes you. But there's so much with the peace treaty. We could get the rodeo committee here. We could get the powwow committee here. We could get even the director of the pageant. She's just a phenomenal person to visit with. There's so many other people who have things to share that I think you would just really would love to visit with you, Rosie.
Well, now that we know, I think we'll put that into action.
Yeah.
Here's the action, girl. We're going to pause, and we'll be back with the very famous but very humble Scott Brown right after this.
It's Rose and Ben on KALV. Let's talk about your future. Are you looking for a career change or possibly training in computers, health careers, automotive, cosmetology, digital design, electrical trades, welding, or biomedical sciences? At Northwest Technology Center, we offer these programs for adults, high school, and homeschool students from Alene Clio, Alva, Canton, Cherokee, Fairview, Freedom, Ringwood, and Winoka. Call to enroll today at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. This is Rose and Ben on KALV.
It's Rose and Ben on the Radio Rodeo Roundup, and we are moving on. Rosie, one thing before we meet this guy, just act like he's not even here. You had a list of fun stuff that's coming up. Now, we talked to the Red Hens. You got that deal done on Alva. And then I know some stuff about Winoka, but we've got some other neighborhood get-togethers and fireworks too, right?
Yes, but the neighboring towns, Cherokee and Tacoma.
And then, of course, Carmen. Now, Tacoma will be on the 3rd, I think, on the 3rd. Mm-hmm. And Carmen is on the 5th. Winoka's get-together is on the 4th. So there's a free swim at the pool, new pool in Winoka, as it is in Alva. and stuff in the afternoon. Nam and Pop will be there. It's at the Elm Park, which is just west of the train tracks in Winoka. There are games, the sack races and stuff like you always do, Rosie. Rosie's a heck of a sack racer. You kind of got to see it to believe it. And if they do three-legged races, Rosie will spot them like 20 yards on a 50-yard race.
And I still have my turtles.
Well, the turtles, yeah. Mary and Mr. Mary are in charge of the turtle, or it's their deal. It's the whole turtle deal is yours, and is theirs. I mean, and they're very aware that you have a turtle. There's some angst about that. I mean, when you got a turtle trainer from out of town bringing in an out of town turtle to the turtle race, I mean, you can see how people would react.
Yeah, I've been practicing him every day. When I ride my bike, he has to run fast to keep up with me.
That son of a gun will sprint, won't he? That is one terrible turtle, I'll tell you. That's in the afternoon. Now, at 5 o'clock, we're going over to Viv's at the in downtown, the flowers and things. Viv has put together Bikes for the Kids promotion, and it's massive. I think I can do the ages. There's all different kinds of bikes. Ages 3 to 6, ages 6 to 9, and ages 9 to 14, something like that. I hit in there. There's bikes for those kids. We'll draw for them at 5 o'clock. I'm not sure how many she's got. I looked at the picture. There must be close to 20. So, I mean, kids, get ready. And you can still register. And speaking of registering, we're going to be drawing for Sally's 5-burner grill here in just a little while. So get ready for that deal, too. All of the stuff in Winoka, all the games and stuff, the turtle race, all of that stuff in the evening. And then, of course, fireworks. You got to do fireworks, Got to be fireworks. Speaking of that, we want to send you to the TNT fireworks stand in Alva, run by the Brott family. You need to get fireworks going because it's almost that time. I mean, even I can read a calendar. It's almost that time. Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't see him, you couldn't see him, but now you can. And here to introduce our guest is Rose.
Okay. Our guest is Scott Brown. He works over at the Votech School, which is right across the street. They're always saving me from something over there. I'm very appreciative of the Votech. And he's here to talk about economic development, which we always are interested in that.
Yeah, actually, I was going to share a little bit about what's happening with Northwest Tech. A program that used to be called Business and Industry Services, and now it's changed its name effective July 1 to Workforce Economic Development. So we offer all of the, I guess you would consider them the adult types of trainings for, anything from the craft programmings for adults through right now, we've got a CDL truck driver pad built there on the south side of the school that we're going to put to use on October the 5th with our CDL truck driver school.
That's always nice to see those big old trucks over there. I like watching them.
Yeah, that partnership with Central Tech has been really good, and it's exciting because I just this week learned about an opportunity to get some grant funding to help discount that program for the students that enroll in it. So we're really looking forward to a full class of people in CDL truck driving.
Oh, that'll really help. That was a kind of a $4,000 enrollment fee, was it? And you're going to get some help.
Right. Yes.
Super.
We're hoping to be able to get about $1,200 off for each of those students that enroll in that class. So, and probably one of our more exciting things getting ready to happen for not just this area of the state, but really across the state. There are a limited number of people that can do bus driver exam certification. We offer bus driver training and certification, but to do the examinations, Mr. Adam Honeyman with our program is going to be soon receiving from Service Oklahoma the authority to administer that test and exam. So it'll speed up a process that has been a long and arduous process prior to that. So.
Scott, a question that jumps into my mind just because Rosie was talking about the trucks. I mean, there's a limited amount of trucks, so I would assume the CDL program maxes out at a number. You can't just take all comers, can you?
Correct. I believe that our current enrollment cap is, I want to say it's 10 on that program. May not want to quote me on that.
That's probably 2 for each truck.
I think that's correct.
Okay, I was asleep. Give us the date of that again.
The next class is coming up on October the 5th.
So Rosie, you were all about this truck driver training thing. Are you looking for a truck driver, Rosie?
You never know. You can't turn off any opportunity.
Well, and you know they're going to make pretty good money. So but we still got to run it down in Bradstreet on them if they're interested in you. Remember that. Remember that, because that one guy, he was a phony. Now I'm telling you. So Scott is our guest today from Northwest Tech. And I saw you, I think, emceeing or holding the meeting when data center first was talked about in this area. I think. Am I right?
I believe the meeting you saw me MC was the mayoral.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. That's. I don't know how I get called into that, but somebody asked if I could help. I tend to like to have the microphone, take the microphone and use it some. So I got called into that task, and it kind of pulls on an area that I like to focus on, which is leadership and leadership development. That's a big piece of my job here at Northwest Tech is conducting leadership training programs and professional development programs.
You probably told us this, but I'm not sure. How long have you been involved at Northwest Tech?
I actually started working for Northwest Tech at the Fairview campus a little over 4 years ago, and just recently moved to the Alva campus, and had changed positions coming in here. As Charlotte Hadwiger retired out, I came into the position that she held.
I see. Okay. Well, now I've got you placed. I had you in the Fairview bunch, but I wasn't sure how.
Yes, I was the safety coordinator down there for the Fairview campus and traveled all over Major County for 4 years, working with businesses throughout Major County.
So are you originally from this area or the Fairview area?
I am originally from Alva. I grew up here from the age of 5 on, and all of my parents, my in-laws, all are here. My wife was born and raised here as well.
So Rosie, you know all of those people, right?
I do, and they're all good people. His dad is Ken Brown, a very, very active man in the community. His in-laws are former Mayor Johnny Barton, and so he's in like Glenn.
Outstanding. I mean, you can't get a better pedigree than that, bud.
I'm telling you, it's a blessing to be back home with them. That's for sure.
You know, one thing that has surprised me, getting to be involved with Northwest Tech, is how big the facility is. I mean, I had only been in the front door and into the offices to meet with whoever I was meeting with, but one day when Larry, who's running the big building, Salt Fork Event Center, Larry Milburn was first in town, I got to go out to meet him, and he called and he said, "Hey, I'm not going to be up there for another 15 minutes. Just take a seat there. I'll be right there." I roamed around and got to take a look at it. That is a big facility.
We've got a very nice facility here and at the Fairview campus, and you've got to really give a lot of shout out to the custodial and maintenance folks that make that an impeccable place. You can't ask for a better spot to walk in to work every day.
And the equipment whatever the equipment you guys need, you have.
In most cases, that is absolutely true. We tend to be able to get the things that we need, and it's all there to help us provide back to the businesses and the people in our community.
Well, we thank you so much. Have we left anything out of your agenda?
What I had a long list because I didn't know how long you wanted me to talk. So,
keep going, bud.
I could talk a little bit about one of the leadership development, personal development programs that I wanted to mention is one that's by Patrick Lencioni. And it's called The Working Genius. The Working Genius is something that helps us all to learn how to work and do work that brings us true joy. So capitalizing on what our real assets are and doing what we were blessed with from birth, and it helps us to be happier in the work we get to do. He has a model that results in spelling out the widget and talks about the phases of work. And I think it's real important, especially for communities and for groups and organizations, to understand that work has a process to go through. We have to think of it. We have to have some ideation and come up with the ideas. And then once we have those ideas, we can't just immediately go start doing it. We have to get people on board. We have to activate, get people excited about it, and then go out and implement that. And it's a process flow that I think is a beautiful thing to look at, especially when we get to work in those things that bring us joy. If we're working outside of that, we're probably going to suffer what they call burnout. And nobody wants to go through burnout.
All kinds of different statistics, and it probably really is the result of what white sheet you're reading or whatever book it comes out of. But somewhere around 35% of the people that are employed, this is their career in America, don't like it.
Yes, they do find that there's a very large percentage of folks that are not happy in the work they do. They do it, and they show up and make it work out. But if we can help people to find something that that brings them joy in the work, they could still do the same job. Helping them find the joy is a way to help them latch into that job for a lifetime.
As Zig Ziglar said, and probably 1,000 other people, if you're doing what you love to do, you really don't work a day in your life.
That's right. I've been looking at your notes here, and I think you might want to put this plea out since we're on the air about an instructor.
Yes. Our Workforce Economic Development Health Program is trying to locate somebody to teach our evening time CNA courses. So anybody out there who would be interested in learning more about that can reach out to us at the school.
You're saying letters CNA?
Correct. The Certified Nurse Assistant position, and we need somebody to come in and teach that in the evening times. We've got a full-time instructor that does that during the day. Her name is Hala Nusser, and she teaches that for us during the daytime, and we're just trying to locate somebody who could come out and help us in the evening times with teaching that course to help get more certified nurse aides out there in the community.
Which we certainly need. And do you have any other agendas that we need to hear about?
Well, I do have a couple other items that I had some timelines associated with. One of the other professional development programs we do is a program called Frontline Leadership Development. And it's a program that is a 10-month program, 40 hours of time in the classroom with some homework. We're starting the next class of that on February the 16th. And then the Working Genius that I mentioned with Patrick Lencioni is done in either a 2-hour class or you can attend a 4-hour class. The 2-hour class being offered next on August the 4th, and then I've got a 4-hour class being offered September 10th. Those classes, I think the 2-hour class is a $35 enrollment fee, and the 4-hour class is a $50 enrollment fee, and that includes the cost of a $25 assessment from the Lencioni table group. So very, very good deal for folks.
So back on the CNA, that stuck in my mind, the certified nurse assistant. After you hire that person that you want, why don't you pass along the one that you didn't hire? Rose and I kind of need somebody just to follow us around, bandage this, that, the other. Rose will wreck her bike, okay? But we don't want the number one because of the cost factor, you know?
I fully understand.
Yeah, it's about time for another bike wreck.
Those babies are hard to time too. I mean, they just boom, and there you are. Thanks for watching us this morning on Rose and Ben. We've learned some stuff today from in a lot of areas.
Time sure goes fast when we're having fun.
It does, and if you do this, you never work a day in your life, and that's the absolute truth, no doubt about it. So, Scott, thanks for coming and joining us. We appreciate you so much. It was very kind of the big man to send somebody at the top of the heap to help me and Rosie.
Well, thank you for having me out here. I really appreciate that very much.
And thank you for being the guy that said, no, I don't mind being last. No, I don't mind that.
Never mind that.
We're going to pause for one more commercial. Can we do that, Kate Kennedy? And we'll be right back at Holders, and we're going to give a beautiful 5-burner grill away. Stay with us.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holders, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Mock Resources, with offices in Winoka, Oklahoma, is an independent upstream oil and gas company focused on the acquisition, development, and production of high-return, low-cost oil and natural gas projects. As responsible stewards of natural resources, Mock Resources understands the pivotal role energy has in building sustainable economic growth, social progress, and improving quality of life locally and globally. In addition to providing ethically sourced energy, Mock Resources is committed to delivering scalable, reliable, and affordable energy to all communities, to equip all people with the modern energy resources they need to thrive. To learn more about Mock Resources, email them info@machnr, that's machnr.com, or find them online at machnr.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
From the beginning of time, Larry and Linda Zook have supported the people and events in our part of the country. Usually, Chimney Rock Mini Storage is full, and we remind you to get on the waiting list for the next open unit. Well, for the first time in a long time, Linda and Larry have a couple of open units at Chimney Rock Mini Storage in Winoka. Call quickly, 580-824-1042.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Winoka is like its owner, beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Winoka. It is the Rose and Ben Radio Rodeo Roundup. Doesn't have anything to do with rodeo, but one day it may, and then the title will make more sense. Until then, just kind of go with us, right, Rosie?
Oh, yes. We're heading for the rodeo big time.
Big time. Big time. Sally, do you hate to see it go?
I do. It is a beautiful grill.
It is.
I mean, and Ben does his skills every year to put it together for me.
Yeah,
He's
right.
amazing. He just calls and says, "You want to do the grill?" Yeah.
Oh,
Pays for it, puts it together, brings it down here. I mean, it's pretty easy, and it's a great grill this year.
It is. This is a 5-burner baby doll. This is a little darling.
This is a big one. It's got this.
Oh, I didn't see the heater. Oh.
Yeah, just a
Whoa.
regular gas grill. So
Okay, we're going to draw.
Okay.
We need somebody that can't read or write to help us. How about you, young lady? Could you just step right over here? Oh, no. Mary Lou, come right over here. This is Mary Lou Goucher, everybody. How are you, sweetie?
Oh, I'm great.
Another neighbor.
Another neighbor. We like neighbors. So, okay, so close your eyes and reach in there. Reach in. Reach in. Somebody gonna win it. Oh, that's one. Okay. I'm gonna hold.
Oh, Charlie Bird.
Oh, you're kidding. I need to talk to Charlie Bird. Charlie.
Run right.
Charlie, come on down. Come on down, Charlie Bird. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
You guy, yes.
Okay.
We will call him if he's not listening.
All right. Oh, he listens all the time.
Okay.
Just like the rest of America.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
that's right.
That's exactly right. Sally, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ben. We sure appreciate you.
You are welcome.
It's always a great time.
A good time was had by all. Right, Rose?
Exactly.
There's something I feel like we need
What?
to do, right? A little song might be appropriate for this
How
one.
far out are we, Cade? We got 1 minute.
Happy birthday
Oh.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ben.
Happy birthday to me.
You tell how old you are?
I am now 11 years younger than you.
Let's leave it at that.
Just leave it at that. Right? Sally, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're going to wait on Charlie Bird. That's a song, a country song, waiting to be written. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. It's been a wonderful day here at Holder Drug. We'll probably do it again next year. We may just stay here until next year. You good, Rose?
Oh, this is fun. Let's do it every third time.
Every third time? Okay. Okay. Thank you to Angie. Thank you to everybody down here. We are in the soda fountain area, and we're gonna partake. So we now return you to what we affectionately call regular programming.